The Hendra virus, Australia's deadliest secret. In 1994, a horse trainer woke up with a headache. 14 days later, he was dead. So was his horse, and the horse next to it. The doctors had no idea what killed them because this was something the world had never seen before. A virus, hiding in the sky, waiting in silence, and closer to you than you think. Here's something most people don't know about bats. They carry some of the deadliest viruses on Earth, not because they're evil, but because of how their bodies work. Their core temperature spikes every single day when they fly. For most animals, that would be a fever. For bats, it's just Tuesday. This means viruses inside bats have to become extremely tough to survive. They evolve, they adapt, they get better at jumping hosts. Somewhere in the rainforests of Queensland, Australia, a family of fruit bats called flying foxes had been carrying one of these viruses for thousands of years, silently, in perfect balance. The virus had a name, Hendra, but it didn't care about names. It just needed a new host, and it found one. Here's where it gets disturbing. You don't need to be bitten. You don't need direct contact with a bat. You just need to be in the wrong place. Flying foxes roost in trees. They eat fruit, and while they eat, they drop things, saliva, droppings, straight down onto the grass below. Now imagine a horse paddock under those trees. Horses graze. They breathe the air around fallen fruit. They don't know what's in it. Neither does their owner. The virus enters the horse quietly. No dramatic moment, just an invisible transfer from sky to soil to living animal. Then the horse gets sick. But here's the disturbing part. The people caring for that horse, vets, trainers, stable hands, they get close, very close. They touch the blood, the saliva, sometimes without realizing it, because at first, the horse just seems tired, nothing to worry about. It starts like nothing, a headache, maybe a fever. You felt this before. It passes, right? Not this time. Within days, the fever climbs. Breathing becomes work, but the real terror hasn't started yet. The virus isn't done. It's moving. Hendra finds your nervous system. It follows the pathways of your body and heads for your brain. And this is where everything changes. Confusion, disorientation. Some patients stop responding entirely. The brain is under siege, and medicine, even today, has almost nothing to offer. This isn't theoretical. This has happened multiple times. Over the past 3 decades, Hendra has broken out in Australia more than 60 times. Each time, horses died, and in several cases, the virus jumped to humans, vets, trainers, people who thought they knew the risks. Of the humans infected, more than half did not survive. Let that sit for a moment. Over 50% fatality. For comparison, Ebola kills around 60% in severe outbreaks. Hendra is in that category, and yet most people have never heard of it. One person survived the initial infection, recovered, went home. Then, months later, developed encephalitis. The virus had been hiding, waiting. Scientists still don't fully understand why. There is no approved antiviral treatment. There is a vaccine, but only for horses. Once symptoms appear in humans, the options narrow fast, and the virus is still out there. Flying foxes have actually been forced closer to human populations as their habitat is cleared for farmland. More contact, more overlap, more opportunity. Scientists have listed Hendra as a virus with genuine pandemic potential, not because it spreads easily between humans. Currently, it doesn't, but viruses evolve, and one small mutation could change everything. In 1994, the world was lucky. Hendra stayed local, but the bat colonies are still there. The horses are still there, and every year, somewhere in eastern Australia, a new case appears, quietly, without warning. We haven't solved this. We've contained it. Barely. All it would take is one mutation, one unlucky moment between a bat, a horse, and a human, somewhere new in the world. The sky is full of bats, and they are full of secrets we haven't discovered yet. What do you think? Could something like Hendra spread further? Drop your answer in the comments, because the next outbreak might not stay quiet.